For the most part, there are filing requirements for people who work in this country. If you made above a certain amount of income during the time that you were here, you may or may not have the requirement to file taxes. For example, a single person who made $10,400 or more has the tax obligation to file a Form 1040. If a person made less than that amount, then the IRS exempts them from having to file taxes. However, we recommend that regardless of the amount you made, you should file a tax form because you may be eligible for a tax refund. For students who are here and work on a temporary basis and leave their countries, we recommend that they file taxes before they head out and possibly take with themselves a refund if they qualify for one, and take care of any tax liability that they may had while working here before they head out. That way, if they return and have to file taxes again, they won't have to worry about paying taxes from a prior time period. If you don't claim a tax refund within 3 years, a tax refund that you were eligible to receive, that tax refund automatically becomes property of the U.S. Department of Treasury. So today, in 2018, we're telling taxpayers that if they did not file taxes in 2014 or claim a refund in 2014, they must do so by April 17th this year in order to not lose those funds that are there waiting for them. We always remind taxpayers to be very selective on the tax preparers they select to file and prepare their taxes. There's a lot of issues that happen with tax preparers who may be unscrupulous. So here are a few things to look out for. When you go and hire somebody to prepare your taxes, make sure that they are telling you upfront what their fees are. Do they have a list of fees for the service that they're going to be doing? Because you don't want them to charge a portion of your tax refund and tell you that, you know, your fee is high, your tax liability is higher than what it is, so that they can themselves charge themselves for the service, okay? You want to make sure that the tax preparer has a good reputation in the community, that they have a prepared tax identification number from the IRS, but most importantly, that they share with you everything that they are submitting in your tax return. You want to make sure you read through the information that they are submitting to the IRS, and when you sign at the bottom of that form, or when you e-sign, because now everything's done through the computer, that you are aware of what is being reported that you made and what the fees are for the service that you're paying. There are people who are devoted to trying to steal money from others who are not too familiar with the U.S. tax law. So one very, very popular tax scam is a phone call that you receive from somebody claiming to be the IRS. They will go as far as give you a badge number. They will make a robocall where the phone call will appear to be one from the IRS office. And these scammers, they try to intimidate and scare the callers by telling them that they owe a certain amount of taxes which must be paid immediately. And the way this scam works, they will tell the taxpayer to go to the nearest store, purchase a prepaid debit card, deposit funds into this debit card, and then call them with that debit card number. And that is how this scam is done. What we tell taxpayers is, number one, the IRS would never call demanding a payment to a taxpayer. We will send a letter in the mail to let you know there's a balance due. Number two, the IRS never requests personal information over the phone. Number three, the IRS doesn't demand a specific form of payment. We have an option to give taxpayers if they want to make a payment plan, if they want to look into other ways of paying their tax bill, if they want to pay with a credit card, if they want to pay cash. We offer them all of the possibilities, but most importantly, all taxpayers have the right to appeal. If the IRS says you owe a certain amount, before you pay that amount, you have the right to talk to the IRS and argue that that's not what you believe. and the IRS gives you the option to have a process where we have people who look at the case and study and research the facts and the circumstances before you have to pay a single dime. So be very careful with people who call claiming to be the IRS or who send an email claiming to be the IRS, because unless the IRS sends you a letter, it's very likely that it's just a scammer trying to steal money.